Hello and welcome to the Automotive Flux channel. So we're back on Wreckfest after taking a 1 week break, but they have added some stuff in our time away from it. They've gone ahead and added some more stuff to the careers, as you're seeing here. Rookie Riot is new. That wasn't there before. But they have also added some other things like different damage models, more cars, and interestingly enough, there are more customization options. So as you can see, our CRX looks a little bit different now. It has a roll bar, it has it has rolling like protection on the sides. You can do a lot more with it actually, which is quite cool. So I've decided, I think they've also adjusted the PI of different cars. So what I've decided to do for this episode is, instead of going back to the Firefly for our racing, that we would go ahead and try to use the Nexus or the CRX basically. So here we have Rookie Riot, haven't done that yet. Dirt Devils we did, apparently, we've done all four. Bangers we did, Appetite for Destruction we did, but Front Wheel Drive Shootout, that's the one I want to do. So it says up at the top now, they fixed a gripe that I had previously where it didn't say what kind of car you needed. It says Front Wheel Drive Class C. So that's, wait, I'm doing something else now? You know what, we're going to abandon whatever we tried to do before, because I've kind of built a car specifically for this. So, yeah, we're in our Nexus. I've lowered the PI down because previously it was in B class. So by adding all that stuff, it changed the weight of the car. As you can see, these roll bars and stuff, they're heavy. They changed the weight. So I have a lot of power, but it also weighs more, and is just stronger than a normal one of these would be, because now it has protection. So we can choose to go for our Firefly or the Nexus, but I think that for this race we're going to go for the beefed up Nexus. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I totally forgot. It's been 2 weeks, so I haven't played this game for a while. I forgot what we were doing last time, so forgive me if I just quit like 20 minutes of progress or something, because we'll come back to it eventually, don't worry. We're down at the bottom and last on the grid because we have the highest PI, but difficulty, they have novice, amateur. We're going to go expert. You know what? We're going to keep it on expert. And this is a mixed track, so we'll just leave it as is when it comes to tuning. So let's give it a go. I'm interested to see how this car is going to handle. We're up against just a field of Fireflies, so hopefully everything goes okay. As this is the front wheel drive shootout, all of our cars are front wheel drive. I hope that they add, wow, this thing, I weigh a lot more than I used to. I'm like wallowing around and stuff. I think maybe we should have done a suspension upgrade as well. But like I was saying, I'm hoping that they add drivetrain swaps eventually. I'd really love to be able to swap these cars for all-wheel drive and like drive something that's really not really supposed to be in its class. Ooh. Well, there's no rewinding in this game, so that was a mistake there. Come on, buddy, get out of my way. So, what I was saying is, I hope they add drivetrain swaps so that we can bring cars like this one, the CRX, up into classes where they're just not supposed to be. Right now they've got 3 engines for this. You have to be rank 17 to get the race engine, and I do not know how much power it has because it doesn't say the specs, but, ooh, okay, that hurt. But I am very curious to see what kind of class you can put this car into with absolutely full upgrades and take off as much weight as you can, so like no protection or just very little protection. It's super cool to me that they've added the ability to add this stuff and it actually affects the cars and adds weight. I really, really like that. I mean, normally you probably wouldn't want to use this roll bar on anything except for a demolition derby, but I have added it just because I think, well, I added it initially to lower the weight of the car. Sorry, to raise the weight of the car, which would lower the PI of the car, which is exactly what it did. But in order to keep it fair, it kind of messes with the handling a little bit, it seems. I just really like the feature that this kind of stuff adds weight. Any decoration that you add is going to add weight, but you can also take off bumpers, you can take off body panels and stuff to try and get your car as low. Wow, the brakes suck on this. Try and get them as low as possible in weight, so that you can raise the PI and get into classes where you probably shouldn't be. Alright, so I just took the dirt section of the lap there, and it does seem to be a little bit faster. On the exit, you can really get more speed when you drive straight onto this section here. Ooh, I don't think there's been a lap that I haven't clunked that wall. This Minty CRX, which is now the beefy Minty CRX, which is not going to be the title of this, although it's tempting, is... Whoa! Oh my goodness. Wow, we just got... Oh wow. I'm not going to reset, I think we're fine. I guess that's what you get for going for the expert drivers. They are rocking me back and forth here. When it comes to this game, I really don't care about winning. Like, I'm just playing this for fun. Like, the winning part doesn't really matter. If I can just have fun in the race, then that's all that matters. If I really wanted to win, we could have just raced the Firefly. It would have done better than this has in the race so far, and we'd definitely be. Oh, I just sent that guy into the infield there. He's going for a big shortcut. Yeah, so the Firefly would be a better race car, but this is just more fun. And you can see that our big top cross member there has bent. Whoa, that guy's going off and exploring the scenery there. Going for a little bit of a dirt expedition. I think I'm just going to continue to take this dirt path here. I'm liking it. I've said this before, and I'll continue to say it as long as it happens, but I really like the direction of this game. I'm really liking the way things are going. more customization, more cars, better variety of cars, and the tracks are good, like the physics are good, and they're allowing you to modify them now. I think one of the things that they added was 2 different damage models, so you can go for a realistic or more of an arcade model, which is a really cool option to have if it is that case. I'm not 100% on that, but that's what I thought I read in the patch notes a couple days ago. But yeah, this Forza-esque customization system is really good, and I'm really enjoying making cars for it. I really hope they add drivetrain swaps, and I really want to see some ridiculous engine swaps, not just realistic ones. Alright, so we got 11th. That's not great, but it's okay. We can just continue on into the infield, apparently. I spent, like... You probably remember from the last episode, but I was at like 10,000 some odd credits, and I spent a bunch of them on this car getting that stuff to work, like getting the roll cage on and such. But we're right on the tip of C-Class, like we're right at the top of C-Class, so we do have an advantage over these other cars, which are only... they're like 145 or so, and we're 164. So, ooh. This is not a good way to start. Getting stuck behind somebody like this has put us straight to the back. We can catch up though, as long as we get back into the action here. This is one of the tracks that I really like in this game. I like the verticality of it, like going up and down the mountain. I've raced this track online, and it's a lot of fun with other people. Because some people just don't know how to deal with this kind of fast corner section here. Alright. 15th, that's not terrible. You'll notice that I took off the player names. I think it just cleans up the game look a little bit more. Plus, the way that I render my videos isn't great. So the less stuff cluttering the screen, the more clear it'll be. And just the better it'll be too. Whoa, not quite the way I wanted to take that turn, but just the better it'll look on YouTube with the YouTube compression and by rendering software. So you can see that we can out drag these cars. Ooh, get out of here. We weigh a lot more than they do, as we have stiffened the car significantly with this massive bar on top. This is, you can do a lot more. You can actually, you can add like a cage to the window. I took it off, but you can add a cage to the window so that it covers the front window like it would be in an actual car of this nature, like an actual banger car or derby car. Oh wow, we barely made it around that corner. That was a risky maneuver cutting in on that corner there. We're up into 9th, but I'm noticing on the leaderboards that there's an R beside our rival, and I'm not sure if that was there before. Alright, we're really making the positions in the straight here. We can cover some serious ground in that area. Number 62. Oh, that was actually an accidental pit maneuver there. I'm definitely a bit of a dirty driver in these games. Even in Dirt, which we've been playing through, I race like that against AI. When I play against real players, though, I am very cautious to keep everything sorted, like not let myself push them around to an extent that would be unfair, because it's not fun. I've done this many times in GTA, and in fact, it's the reason why I stopped playing any GTA online races, because people, like, they'll come up next to you with Slipstream, which in itself is something I really dislike, and then they'll just hit you off onto the side and you'll be down to 11th or something from one of the top positions. It's really annoying when that happens to you, and therefore dishing it out to other people. You got to be mindful of that. But anyway, we are up into 4th, which is actually incredible in comparison to our previous race, in which we finished 11th. Hopefully we can hang on to this. The big open track here is really helping me a lot. I think that I'm more used to the game's handling, despite going out really wide on that corner there. This car is definitely made for speed in comparison to these Fireflies, which are much lighter and much better in acceleration. So hopefully the next track is a little open like this, and we can build up some speed on the straights and just push ahead. Like right here, we just passed 3rd. We're coming up on 2nd with some pretty good speed. And now the gap to 1st is closing as well. As long as we can... Ooh, well, we're not quite as good as cornering as I would have hoped. Probably, like, our PI is higher because of the engine swap that I did. This car comes with... It comes with a, I think they call it the street engine, but they don't give any specifications. And then it also comes with a 1.6 liter 4-cylinder, which I assume is supposed to be a version of the Honda Civic B 1.6 engine. So that would be that's the swap engine. That's one of the swap engines for this car. That was bad. I'm trying to remember which car the 1.6 came in, because my dad has a Honda Civic, but I think it's a 1.7 or a 1.8. I don't remember. I've been living the 3.5 Infinity life for a while now, so I'm kind of oblivious to the 4-cylinder world. I'm just kidding. Alright, so we've gained 2nd again, but this is a pretty ferocious battle for 2nd. This guy, he has passed me at least twice here around the circuit, so we have to hope that we can outdrag him in the final, which we should be able to. Let's be real. 1st place, though, it looks like it's a lost cause for us, unless this AI does something drastic. And by drastic, I mean drastically stupid and messes up. We should be okay to just... Oh, hold on. Whoa. We got our 1st place. That's pretty darn good. Hey, that's some pretty good money there as well. So we went from 11th to 1st. Expert difficulty. This is as hard as they get. Okay, let's just jump into this one. I don't know. 1.5 kilometers. How many laps did it say? 6 laps. Okay. I was looking at the 16 there. Like, wait, when did we start at 5 out of 16 laps? But yeah, obviously that doesn't make any sense. Alright, we're going through the thing there. That was probably a cut. But we're up into first. Hopefully there is still some action in this race, though. I don't want it to be just us way out in front. Obviously our first race was pretty heavy on action, and the second one was quite good as well. Ooh. Well, this is a very corner-based track, very technical. So it seems like we might be challenged for position here throughout, so... Ooh, especially if I make mistakes like that. I've never driven this one. But, wow, that's a fast lap as well, 45-second lap. And that won't be our fastest lap either, we'll probably be able to do better than that. I've got to be a lot more cautious here, but it looks like we're probably going to secure first pretty easily. I wonder what our position in the overall race will be, though, as we continue here. I think that there are 4 races in this championship, and this is number 3 of 4, so we've got one 11th, one first, and then possibly one first again right now, and then, well, we'll see what happens. Cutting this corner here is majorly easy and very cheaty feeling, but we are still pulling pretty far ahead. 1 second up on the guy behind us. Almost 2 seconds. One thing that I like about this game is that the body parts from the cars stick around, so what we just saw there was a little purple piece off one of these fireflies. I don't know what piece exactly, but it's a little piece off of one of them, just off against the wall. That's the kind of thing I like to see. So unfortunately, around that final metal corner, we did knock the wall a little bit, and the competition has caught up to us, as you can see. I'm basically just watching the leaderboards up on the top left to see how close they are. You can see the purple piece right there. But this guy is gaining on me, and there is no doubt about that. Oh, there's somebody twisted around over there. Just have to be careful here not to knock either wall, and as I say that, I knock a wall. We've only got 2 laps left to make this count, so let's make it count. That was our fastest lap yet. 38-second lap. Pretty darn fast for a... Whoa, okay. Pretty darn fast for a CRX with a huge piece on it. Maybe... I think that we can probably use this car in some more upcoming races. Oh, got himself turned around. But maybe we can... like, I'll probably just buy every upgrade part for this car so we don't have to spend money to swap it between classes. And then we can just use it in every class. We can just jump around. Alright, let's keep going here. 1 lap left. Past the bridge. Back around this right hand, which is pretty tight. Actually, this one here is very tight, so let's slow down nicely. That one's more than 90 or sorry, less than 90 degrees on that turn there. Just around this corner. And we're coming up to the finish. Oh no. Well, oh, okay, come on. We can't lose it now. And winner, Gagne. Well, you know what? That was a pretty good one for us. But as you can see, our best lap was not that unusual. There are a couple people in the 38s there. It just seems like we got out in front a little quick. And they couldn't do much about it. Alright, this is the last race for today. Let's see how well we can do here. It should be pretty good, I would say. Alright, we've managed to randomize and get 9th out of 16th on the grid. But if we can dart ahead quickly here, then we should be able to pull ahead just like we did in the last race, instead of getting caught up by traffic as we did in the very first race. Okay, up into... Ooh, that's not a turn. Up into 3rd place. Somebody just tried to hit me, but they failed because our car weighs so much. I think this top bar adds 150 kilograms to the weight of the car, which is pretty significant. That is, I think that's more than twice what I... Well, yeah, more than twice what I weigh. So it's like 2 people sitting on the top of our car there. Well, now you know how much I weigh. Didn't really think about that comment. Okay. Let's continue on. 3rd place still. We're making some good time in this lap, but this corner here is one that I am struggling with significantly, and we're going to need to be able to break through that. This car's inability to turn, to be able to get through that corner with... Oh, come on. No, no, no. Okay, well, we knocked somebody over almost, and then nearly lost our position, but we... Oh, wow. We gained 7 seconds on that lap, so off to a 37-second lap time, which is really good. Hopefully we can do even more here, but we did just get really knocked by that one car. Alright, so we take it in slow, cut it in a little bit early on that corner. I mean, I braked way too early there. These Fireflies can hold much more corner speed than I can, but as soon as we hit the straights, we just pull away. At least any long straights, because our acceleration is kind of meh with all this extra weight. Alright, so around that first corner, my braking zone is very restricted by the people behind me, as they can brake a lot later than I can, and they just fly around us like they did there. Ooh, that was bad. Just there again. Lost another position. Unfortunate. Well, remember when I said that I didn't care about winning? Now that we've won twice, I kind of care about winning. That being said, this is a really fun race, and we just made up another second. That's pretty darn good. This track is even faster than the last track. Okay, so we can take this position back here. We'll get back into 4th, but around this corner, we are going to have to knock that guy a little bit into the wheels, and, well, that was probably our best rounding of that corner yet. And that was actually a really good weight around that corner as well, so this should be another really good lap time as long as nothing goes wrong. Oh yeah, another second off the lap, so that was a really good final sector there around those 2 corners. If we can keep that up, we can keep putting the pressure on 3rd. Around this track though, we're just not as good as these Fireflies. They're dominant here. This is the place that they're supposed to be. Don't worry though, as time goes on here, and by here I mean on this channel, we're going to be moving up some seriously fast A-class cars, and I don't know if it's even possible to get S-class, but we will find what is above A-class with the absolute highest PI car ever at some point. But yeah, that's it for this. Let's see how we did. So we got a Gremlin as a reward, which is nice. I'm always down to get a new car. And hey, final position, we got 1st. Oh, nice. Alright, so next time we will do... we're either going to do Getting Smashed or the Rookie Riot. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Let me just quickly go to our cars here. Let's check out this Gremlin. So it's a Class C rear-wheel drive. That's actually... I like it. Maybe we'll be driving this next time. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. See you again next week for some more, and Yeah, stick around.